Hello, my name is Will, and I'm here to watch The Thing. Okay, so what do I know about The Thing? The Thing, I know it was early 80s. It's a horror movie, I think, horror, action, thriller of some sort. It might be some sort of like body horror. I know it stars Kurt Russell, and I've only seen Kurt Russell in a couple of things that I can really remember off the top of my head, and that's Tombstone and the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think it's the second one, right, where he plays Chris Pratt's dad, Peter Quill's dad. I don't know if I said this. I think it's John Carpenter who directed it. If not, then it might be like Wes Craven. And I think I'm just getting these two in my head because I think it's a horror movie. Probably more like a creature feature, right? The Thing makes me think of like a monster, like a Jaws more than a paranormal thing. But yeah, that's basically all I know. So I'm excited to watch this. I'm a little apprehensive, but I think we'll be all right. But there's only one way to find out. So let's check it out. Here it is, The Thing. Kurt Russell. I'm excited to see a young Kurt Russell. Reminds me a bit of Blade Runner in a way. It's just kind of that expansive, very slow moving. I dig that it's just a black background in this music in the credits. Okay. Directed by John Carpenter. Yeah, I thought so. Very cool graphics. I love it. I've seen this before where it looks like it tears open. It's very cool. Antarctica, winter 1982. So I was about a year and a half old here. The good boy. Don't you shoot that dog, you. Oh, no. Don't you do this to me first thing. I don't like this. Stop shooting at the dog. There he is. There's the man. Playing some chess, drinking some whiskey. Well-rounded man. It's a temporary solution and a permanent problem. Now you can't play chess anymore.
Said Norge or something on the side.
It's Norwegian.
Now leave that dog alone. Dang. You did not. You idiot. What? Did it just slip out of his hands? What is happening? Goes to throw a grenade. It slips out of his hand. It blows up his helicopter. He's just... Yeah, good. What, he tried to shoot a dog, and he shot a guy. And he's an idiot who blew up his own helicopter, so good. He's dead. I don't know if that was meant to be as funny as it was. Then it slipped out of his hand, and he blew up his own helicopter. That's very funny to me.
Easy, yes.
What were they doing flying that low? Shooting at a dog. At us.
Yeah.
Cabin fever, who knows?
Nobody.
Nobody. Get a hold of somebody. Get a hold of anybody. We gotta report this mess.
I doubt if anybody's talked to anybody on this entire continent, and you want me to reach somebody.
Guys as crazy as that could have done a lot of damage to their own before they got to us.
Nothing we can do about that.
Oh, yes, there is. I want to go up.
Why this music when we show the dog? Little Stevie Wonder.
Knowles, will you turn that crap down? I'm trying to get some sleep.
Okay, is this gonna be that spaceship from earlier? crashed? No, it is not. It is some building that burned down. I was kind of hoping to get some spaceship answers, because I feel like that's important. Bloody axe. It's a fair amount of blood. There's a dead person.
Mac!
Holding a razor. Ooh. Got a little carried away shaving, buddy. It's like a big sarcophagus made of ice.
What is that? Is that a man in there or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Whatever it is, they burn it up in a hurry.
Puppy dog. I swear to God, if anything happens to this dog, I have 0 stars. It's a 0 out of 10. They've been teasing that the dog is going to have something bad happen to it. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be human. So this might have something to do with the spaceship. It's like 2 faces melted together. That's pretty intense, dude.
You reach anybody yet?
Reach anybody? We're 1,000 miles from nowhere, man, and it's gonna get a hell of a lot worse before it gets any better.
Well, stick to it, Windows. Stick to it.
Come on, Windows. Stick to it.
Well, what we got here is what appears to be, anyway, a normal set of internal organs.
That's Wilford Brimley. Oh my gosh. I didn't recognize his face, but that name.
Kidneys, liver.
I mean, that voice. There's something about this dog. What's the deal with this dog? Oh my. So wait, is this why the Norwegian was trying to shoot the dog? Because he knew what it was? That is gnarly looking, dude.
Oh, gnarly!
All the dogs are like, I am out of here. Yeah, dude.
Mac wants the flamethrower.
That is gnarly, dude. Yeah. That's pretty messed up. I know it's what you're all thinking. And you all right?
You see, what we're talking about here is an organism that imitates other life forms, and it imitates them perfectly.
How much more of this crap is there?
Well, 9 hours, I'd say.
We can't learn anything from this.
You got anything better to do?
This is it, the place where they're spending most of their time.
Pretty nasty out, Mac. 35 knots.
Screw it, I'm gonna go up anyway.
Middle of Antarctica, Kurt Russell's just wearing, looks like an old gold prospector's hat. Was this the movie that started all the conspiracies about aliens at the South Pole and all that crap?
Jesus, how long you figure this has been in the ice?
I'd say the ice it's buried in is 100,000 years old, at least.
And those Norwegians blew it up.
Yeah.
Not Swedes. Norwegians. Right? Not sure what that means. I don't know if that's a big reveal.
The Norwegians got hold of this And they dig it up out of the ice.
Yes, Gary, they dig it up, they cart it back. It gets thawed out, wakes up, probably not in the best of moods. I don't know what
you disrespectful men been tossing his dirty drawers in the kitchen trash. Huh?
Now, how's this motherfucker wake up after thousands of years in the ice?
Because it's different than us, see? Because it's from outer space. What do you want from me? Ask him.
You just gotta go with it. You just gotta go with it. It's the 80s. So it just absorbs the cells around it. Probability that one or more team members may be infected by intruder. 75%. Don't like those odds. Objection. If intruder organism reaches civilized areas, entire world population infected. 27,000 hours from first contact. Well, that's not good. This is an end of the world scenario.
Doc says we gotta lock him up, stash him in here and lock him up.
I have to talk to you.
I'm tired of talking, Fix. I just want to get up to my shack and get drunk.
Mac, it's important.
It's moving. That's nasty. It's cool, but it's nasty.
There's something wrong with Blair. So I took one of his notebooks from the lab.
Yeah.
It could have imitated 1 million life forms on 1 million planets. Could change into any one of them at any time. Now it wants life forms on Earth. It needs to be alone and in close proximity with the life form to be absorbed. There is still cellular activity in these burned remains. They're not dead yet.
It's Bennings.
That's all you need to say. It's Bennings.
Bennings was right there, Mac. I swear to God it had a hold of him.
It isn't Bennings.
That's pretty wild, dude. Oh, could you imagine? That is creepy. Oh, the music was awesome there too.
What was happening?
Organ.
If it had more time to finish, it would have looked and sounded and acted just like Bennings.
I don't know what you're saying.
There was one of those things out there trying to imitate him, Gary.
All right, quickly. Just take your sweet time. Just leave the barrels right there. Why not?
Where's Blair?
That seems a little too easy. And there we go. Where's Blair?
Where's everybody else?
Windows is in the radio room, still trying to get through. Everyone else is in the rec room.
Blair? Blair?
You understand me? He's got a gun. If he interferes, I'll kill him. Just leave it here.
He smashed up some of the chopper pretty good.
Nobody
He's just lost it.
He got most of the chopper and the tractor. And he's killed the rest of the dogs.
Yeah, Blair needs to chill. I mean, I get it. Everybody's suspect at this point. You know, I guess he's just really shook up from his dogs dying. I get that.
What about your shack, McCready?
I want him in my shack. We'll lock him in the tool shed.
Is there any heat in the tool shed?
How you doing, old boy?
I don't know who to trust.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you mean, Blair.
Watch Clark. And watch him close. Do you hear me?
Okay, so I think Clark is the guy who was the dog handler.
The radio's gone.
So are the choppers.
Yeah, we're completely cut off. All we can do now is hole up till spring, wait for the rescue team.
No, we don't wait. Somebody in this camp ain't what he appears to be. Right now, that may be one or two of us. By spring, it could be all of us.
We could take a sample of each person's blood. Could mix it with uncontaminated blood. I suppose if there's a reaction, we'd know who isn't human.
Frank, we need Blair's help. He's the only one who knows what this organism
He's
is
too far
capable of.
gone, Fuse. But get the rest of his notebooks and start going through them.
Is he too far gone? I think he's just freaked out by the whole thing.
Gary! Hey, you guys, come here!
What?
Somebody got to the blood.
What? Who else could have used that key?
Nobody. I just give it to Copper whenever he needs it.
Could anybody have gotten it from you, Doc?
I don't see how. As soon as I'm finished, I return it right away.
I suppose somebody could have lifted it off me.
Oh,
That's...
come on. That key ring of yours is always hooked to your belt.
It's not. How did anybody get through it? Copper's the only one who's got any business with it.
Well, bullshit!
Why would he come here and take it? No!
This is like Among Us. I've never played Among Us, but I know what the premise is, and this is kind of what it reminds me of.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? You gonna let him give the orders? I mean, he could be one of those things.
Windows. Wait a minute. Just take it easy. Put the gun down.
But I give you my word, I did not go near that blood. But I guess you'll all feel a little easier if somebody else was in charge.
I'll take it. Hell, you will. There should be somebody a little more even-tempered, Childs. All right.
This is pretty tense. Yep, burn them.
All right, Doc. Gary and Clark, move over there away from the others. Norris, you and Childs, shoot him up with morphine. Tie him down in the rec room and watch him.
It's crazy that it doesn't just imitate the way they look. If it can actually imitate their personality, and it seems like maybe it gets into their brain and accesses their memories, maybe.
I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns, but the name tag was missing. Nobody trusts anybody now.
If a small particle of this thing is enough to take over an entire organism, then everyone should prepare their own meals. And I suggest we only eat out of cans.
All right.
That's not good.
Who's that?
Anybody see Fuchs? We gotta find him. Knowles, why don't you come with me and we'll look outside? Palmer, you and Windows check the inside.
I ain't going with Windows. I ain't going with him. I'll go with Childs.
Hey, fuck you, Palmer!
I ain't going with you.
Who says I want you going with me?
All right, cut the bullshit!
And everybody watch whoever you're with. Real close.
As he walks in front of the two guys he's with and doesn't even look back. There he goes.
Blair, have you seen Fuchs?
I don't want to stay out here anymore. I want to come back inside.
Did he make a noose?
Hold it!
Is it Fuchs?
Yeah. We'll be in as soon as we can.
Where are we going?
Up to my shack.
What the hell for?
Because when I left yesterday, I turned the lights off.
We better start closing off the outside doors.
come here!
Where's McGreedy?
I cut him loose on the line up by his shack. I found this. It was stashed in his own oil furnace. Wind must have dislodged it, but I don't think he saw me fighting it. I cut him loose.
And Winters, where were you?
Hey, Palmer, I told you to shut
Where
the
were you?
mouth.
Know when the lights went out! That's what it was! The players against each other!
Childs, what if we wrong about him?
Why then we're wrong?
Anyone messes with me and the whole camp goes.
Where's the rest?
Come on, man, I'm in it. It's cool, McReady, it's cool, man. Come on.
Now nobody gets out of my sight.
What happened to him? Do they not think that the guy that's passed out might be acting weird because he's one of them? No! Oh my God! Oh no. Let's just wait till it's outside, then kill it.
Tie everybody down real tight.
What for?
For your health.
Okay, so that was just a dude.
We're gonna draw a little bit of everybody's blood.
They're all a little loopy.
We're gonna find out who's the thing.
You said it. You said the title.
He said it! He said it!
Maybe every part of him was a whole. Every little piece was an individual animal with a built-in desire to protect its own life. The blood from one of you things won't obey when it's attacked. It'll try and survive. Crawl away from a hot needle, say.
Dang, on the thumb? I'm not good with this. Okay, I think you got enough. Jesus. Ugh.
That's good.
What was he afraid of if he knew he wasn't one?
And Clark was human, huh? Which makes you a murderer, don't it?
Palmer now.
Yep.
McCready! What is it? Windows, blast him!
Windows!
gentlemen have been through a lot. And when you find the time, I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch!
That was pretty good.
We're going out to give Blair the test. If he tries to make it back here and we're not with him, burn him.
You should just all go. Things were working well when you weren't separating. Well, Blair's out.
Mac, the door's open.
Yeah. I love they waited till they were right up to the door to say that. Yeah, the door's open. Dig his way out? That seems unlikely in that short amount of time, but...
Hey, Blair, you down there? We got something for you.
That guy.
Blair's been busy out here all by himself.
How long is this? I thought this has only been like a few days.
What is it? Something he's been making.
It's a ship of some kind.
Where was he trying to go? Any place but here.
I think I saw Charles outside the main entrance of the camp.
What's he doing outside?
Cool.
He got back inside and blew the generator. 6 hours, it'll be 100 below in here. It wants to freeze now. It's got no way out of here. It just wants to go to sleep in the cold until the rescue team finds it. We're not getting out of here alive.
I mean, I guess the only way to really know that they got it is if they die as well. Because nothing can leave. Alright. Now what? Generator room.
Generator's gone. Any way we can fix it?
It's gone.
It's gone. Like, it's not there.
We gotta bring this whole place right down into the ice. Gary, Blanchard's in the old storage room. Nall's down by the generator.
How's it coming in there? I said, how's it?
Oh. So did they meld together to become one big... Yep, seems as though. This is so gnarly.
Fuck you too!
Now what? Just freezes to death?
Where were you, Charles?
Thought I saw Blair. I went out after him. Got lost in the storm. How will we make it?
Maybe we should.
Well, what do we do?
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
That's how it ends. That's how it ends, really? Okay, so that was The Thing. And wow. That was a ride. That was a lot of fun. Kurt Russell was awesome. Didn't expect for Wilford Brimley. That was a lot of fun. I know him mostly from he was on a 80s TV show, like a sitcom when I was a kid that I remember. He had a big mustache, big walrus mustache, and also from the diabetes commercials everybody knows him from. Diabetes. Yeah, definitely a horror movie. A really kind of gross out horror movie, which I kind of saw coming, kind of didn't. The body horror kind of called that. Didn't expect for it to be that detailed, though. That was insanely well done. And it was John Carpenter who directed it. I want to look up the IMDb page now. The Thing, 1982, and Wilford Brimley does have also his name mentioned here. It's just Kurt Russell and Wilford Brimley. Directed by John Carpenter. John Carpenter has stated that of all his films, this is his personal favorite. Wow. Okay, well, what has John Carpenter directed beyond this? Looks like a lot of horror and stuff. Okay, Halloween, Escape from New York, which I think Kurt Russell was also in, which I haven't seen. Christine, I've heard of. Starman, I've heard of. Big Trouble in Little China, I think may also be Kurt Russell. So apparently they like to work together a lot. They Live is another big one I haven't seen. I haven't seen any of these. And maybe we should do that. Escape from LA, which I've heard of. Okay. So a lot of horror stuff. The effects were created by Rob Bottin. Really well done. Let's see what Rob has done. Total Recall, I could see that. RoboCop, yeah. I haven't seen 7, but Total Recall and RoboCop, that makes sense. I really enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun. I love the solitude of it. Nowhere to go type of idea. The fact that it's a really small cast. It's not a big gripe, but it took a lot for me to figure out who was who. That's really my only kind of gripe about it, and it wouldn't have been an issue again, except for a lot of times they got like goggles and ski mask, and you can't really tell who's who. So trying to learn names and put names to faces was kind of a little bit of a problem for me, and I'm also just not that smart and not that good at names, so that may have had a lot to do with that as well. I really liked the solitude. I liked the paranoia that set in and nobody can trust anybody. Like I said, it was kind of like, it reminded me of the game Among Us, which I've never played, but I've seen people play. I know what it's about. I really liked that Blair just really, he didn't really change until later on in the movie, but he just kind of just went nuts, just knowing the gravity of the situation and just not trusting anyone. He lost it, but, he was also kind of right in that sense, I think, And then there's the end, which is very ambiguous, and I like a good ambiguous ending. Did they destroy the Thing? Is Childs one of them? Is McCready? McCready knows, he's already said that the Thing wants to kill them all and then just hibernate. It can freeze. It won't kill the Thing to freeze to death. It kind of makes me wonder at the end when McCready says, why don't we just sit here for a while, wait and see what happens or whatever. Maybe McCready at some point changed and we didn't know it, because it seems like he's just waiting for Childs to die so that he can go into like hibernation or whatever. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad way to end the movie. It just seems out of character for McCready, which makes me wonder if maybe he had changed sometime in the last few minutes. I guess during his last encounter when it busted up through the floor, maybe it infected him then. I don't know. Maybe Childs is, and maybe neither one of them are. I don't think both of them are, because then I feel like they'd be able to let each other know. You know? I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe McCready got infected by the big one when it busted up through the floor, and now he's just waiting for Childs to die so he can go into hibernation. Either that or neither one of them. I don't think Childs is. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe he is. Anyway, that was 1982's The Thing, written and directed by John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell and Wilford Brimley. You be sure to check your sugar, and you check it often.
You check your blood sugar and you check it often.
Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon for another movie reaction. Have a great day.